go 1, 2, and 3, and all of us dancers, when we dance, we like to show attitude.
Dejan Tubic is going viral. The young choreographer is lighting the world on fire with his fierce moves, courtesy of YouTube.
I can count so many messages that I've received of people from France or Germany saying, hey, we want to learn this. How do we learn this? How do we do this? How do we dance like you do?
His artistic interpretations of hits from pop stars like Lady Gaga, Britney Spears, Rihanna, Christina Aguilera have earned him millions of fans. His YouTube tutorials, a hit among dance lovers.
And heads. People in Europe and even Asia and other countries that don't have dance studios in their hometown, they're watching it and learning my dance moves and actually posting videos online on YouTube, and they're doing the same moves that I did. Jump, step, throw, and throw. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Dejan says it's an exciting time for dance.
Back 10 years ago, it was more like tough and like, let me do hip-hop really strong. And now it's like, let's do hip-hop and actually be happy doing it.
He says pop artists like Lady Gaga and Beyonce are raising the bar creatively, pushing choreographers and dancers to crank it up a notch. And as his videos go viral, he's becoming a star in his own right.
I love it. It's a great feeling to get 10-year-olds email me saying, hey, I love you. Thank you for doing that. Hey!
Dejan, welcome, and thank you so much for being back with us. Now, we go back a ways, little award show circuit. I'd be hosting, he would be dancing. You did teach me how to Dougie.
Yeah.
I could bust it out for you.
That I want to see. We got to get a video of that.
It's pretty classic. But you know, I'm such a huge fan of yours and awe of your talent, and it's been so fun watching you and how you've progressed. So tell us a little bit about how you got started.
I started when I was really young, seeing a music video, Britney Spears, Hit Me Baby One More Time, and that inspired me to dance. And when I turned 18, I moved to LA. I graduated Saturday. On Monday, I left, and it kind of was the beginning for me. That's where I started training, dancing, meeting people, and of course, that's when I first posted my YouTube video.
Brittany will do that.
You started dancing, though, later in life, at 18, you say?
Well, no, I started training at 13. I didn't really get into dancing until 13. I played soccer my whole life. So it wasn't until, you know, I grew up a little bit, I became a boy, I'm more comfortable going, okay, I want to be in a dance studio rather than on a soccer field. And then that's when I started, you know, taking class in everything, hip-hop, jazz, tap, ballet. And 18 was when I trained professionally here in LA.
Wow. Now, you have posted some incredible videos on YouTube and had a tremendous fan. So I think it's something close to 70 million views on YouTube. What is it about YouTube that is so conducive to a choreography and your particular choreography that fans relate to you so much?
Well, to be honest, like 10 years ago, when I watched music videos, when we watched music videos, we had dancers that we loved and looked up to, but there was no connection. We had no way of following them or seeing their Facebook. It didn't exist back then. So now it's different. Now we as dancers and choreographers post videos, and now the rest of the world has a connection with us. They can now follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, see what we're doing, talking about.
Watch you here on Dance
Exactly.
Cafe.
So there's a way for them to follow us and see what the latest in dance news is, and I think that's what YouTube is helping with us in the dance world.
Interaction. It's all about interaction.
Yeah, there's a connection. I'm homies now with my fans all over the world, and that didn't exist back then. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So from, you know, building this big online fan base and having this presence, what has been the biggest career thing to happen to you?
My biggest career thing, and you were there, but my biggest thing was probably getting called to come host at the American Music Awards. The red carpet, which where we met.
Yeah, red carpet, yo.
That's right, oh geez. But yeah, that was my biggest one. That was crazy for me to get that email, and based off of my presence online, to be invited to such a show of that caliber was, just life-changing. It was so cool for me, and I never thought that would happen. And that, and I love
now
it.
You're traveling the world, and we have to give a shout out to everyone in Indonesia and Agnes Monica.
Yep.
So I got a question for you. How do you see the web impacting dance more in the future, and why is this platform such a great place for new dancers and new choreographers to come out and emerge?
I think it's all about, the internet is all about sharing. So with different styles, not just hip-hop, but jazz, ballroom, tap, posting videos and new versions of doing that style, you can spread that knowledge of dance. And I think it's going to go so much faster with, you know, let's say 1 year something's popular, but then the next year something else will come along, and that's all because of the internet, because people are constantly sharing and seeing everything. Back, you know, 10 years ago, the latest moves that you would see would be in a music video that would come out so long after, and you can't really keep up, and you would only practice that for, let's say, that small time frame. But now you see one video, next week someone else will post a whole new video, there's a whole new style created, and then you start practicing that and that.
Wow.
So it's going to keep
What was
growing.
the MTV Grindhouse or something? That was like the only thing that we had back in the day.
Well, we also had MTV Spring Break, where I learned some of my moves as well, if you remember that.
Oh, yeah. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Now, you're not off the hook. Our cafe baristas could take care of you. Do you need anything?
Yeah, more coffee.
All right, we're going to get Dan some coffee. And also, at the end of the show, we're going to have you give us all a lesson on the latest internet craze that is the Harlem Shake. I think if anyone can get us moving, it's Dan, clearly. I gotta put a new dance skill to my repertoire.
Well, look, I may have married a world champion, but I think I'm going to be in trouble with this one. All right, but let's talk for a second about our next guest. She has been on Dancing with the Stars, part of the troupe, for 3 seasons now, and she's an incredible, amazing, talented dance troupe, and we always love having her with us. It's Emma Slater. Let's take a look at some of her videos.